Welcome all you +2 comedy modifiers back to the Black Watchmen. The conspiracy continues, already in progress. Welcome all you +2 comedy modifiers back to the stream. Welcome back to the Black Watchmen. Now I will admit that this is way too loud, and I will turn this down yet again. But I will admit that today is Monday and I should be playing Catherine. Unfortunately, I do not have my PlayStation available to me at this time. So, we're going to play some Black Watchmen, because that's what I have access to. And I'm super excited for Black Watchmen, because finally, we're going to move on with this story. Now that I'm 12 hours deep, good God. Let's see if we can move on to our next case. Wait a second. Campaign. Let's get the video again. Oh, damn it. I want the video. I went right past it. Remind me what I gotta do.
The monumental tree symbolizes the interconnection of all life, the unity of all things. The colossal trunk supports the earth, the towering branches reach to the heavens, and the...
Our extraction team has recovered a key asset, Vanessa Bach. She is our best lead into the Rosenberg case. Our medical team tested her for various BDNF mutations. Review the test and compare them to everything we have on record.
All creatures bask in the forgiving shade and feed from the nourishing fruit. All of God's glory showcased within one of his mighty creations.
All right. People in the chat are wondering what happened last stream. Last stream, we were really... Yeah, I turned the audio down a lot. Oh, that's right. I now you guys couldn't hear it. All right. So I turned it back up. Just a real quick recap of what happened. We were on the right track the whole time. We did have to email the secretary. It was the quote that they included at the end of their email. It was just the author's last name and not the first name. So the fact that I kept saying Bill Watterson instead of just Watterson is what stopped us from doing it. So, in any case, compare the elemental compound with Bob's tissue sample with what we have on file and find the specimen used in matching testing results. Okay, we got to bring up, get some Google Chrome going on here. Google. Something stinks in my room and I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what it could be. I think it might, there's like construction going on outside, so it's distracting. Alright, let me get that Black Watchman. Black Watchman archive. Boom. Alright, so what was that search number again? RP71, Minnesota. RP71, Minnesota. There we go. We'll go ahead and download that file so we can look at it. Alright. 11 pages. Oh, this is going to be a lot. Okay. And what is the other bits we have? Alright. During our preliminary scans of Vanessa Balk's subject, blah, 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 specimen samples, our systems indicated irregular levels of minor elements. See Table 1. Elements typically found below the mass of blah, 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 have shown a large variance from the typical control group. Okay, so basically these elements here. Hello? There we go. These elements here were in the test subject. We're currently searching our archive database for prior information on abnormal levels of these chemical agents. Without related data, it would be difficult to discern what affects subject blah 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 composition. Alright, so we're looking for these elements in the other document. There we go. Alright, that's going to make things a lot easier for me. Archivist note. Further information on some of the lab reports listed in Roleplay 71 Minnesota can be found in the archive using the lab report ID. Okay, so there's more to find in the archives. I just got to find the lab report ID. Okay, so we have goals. That's what's important. All right, research. Blah blah blah. All right. Gray represents results of subject. Red represents control. Okay. And then I can find these lab reports. All right, so the control basically stays the same, because that makes sense. And then I don't know, like the gray is the different labs that are being done, but I don't understand what's being done to them. I just have this chart, and I have no idea what that chart represents. That's all it is. All right, so I guess we're going to go through the archives on each lab. We'll start at the top here. So this first one clearly had very little results because it matches the control almost entirely. There's a little bit more here and there's a little bit more here. So that is 2, 3, 4, 8. 2, 3, 4, 8. 2, 3, R. 2, 3, R. I don't get it. That is what I was told to do, right? Am I crazy? Archives notes further information on some of the lab reports listed in RP71 and MN can be found in the archive using the lab report ID. So not all of them. So I guess we should just keep doing it. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 7, 3. 7, 3. 5V. Not found. Alright, we just have to keep doing this, I guess? That one's not going to tell us anything. Like, let's take a look at this one because there's a big change here. So they're all 2, 3, 4, 7. And then it's 50N. 2, 3, 4, 7, 50N. 2, 3, 4, 7, 3, 1, 2. 3, 4, 7, 3, 1, T. I don't understand this. Research development analyst. I can't talk today. It's one of those days. So maybe the most noticeable. That's that one's pretty noticeable. That's extreme. let's go with. Let's go with this one. 2, 4, 5, 6, 31B. 2, 4, 5, 6. 31B. 31B. No. Let's look at this again. And there's no clear idea what the answer should be. Here's an idea, because this isn't working. Further information on some of the lab reports listed in this file can be found in the archives using the lab report ID. Is that not the lab report ID? Is there something else I'm missing here? No, gray represents the result of the test subject, red is the control. This one seems kind of big. Where was it? Let's just, I'm going to try these on occasion. 3, 5, 8. 3, 5, 8. 1, 9, 0, G. 9, 0, G. So, the other thing that we can do, let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, so there's 20 elements on the table. Are there 20 graphs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Alright, so there's way more than 20. List of minor elements levels in subjects. Division 79 testing, both human and animal. Yeah, it's the same code. What are we missing here, Vish? How else should we compare this file with the element? See, this file here doesn't actually give us any information. It just tells us a lab report and a date and how the control, but we don't know anything about what this graph means. We don't know if this is growth, if this is sleep. We have nothing. Read this again. Oh, maybe this Li9S Li9S2W. Li9S2W. That isn't anything either. Alright, specimen samples. Our system indicate irregular levels of minor elements. These are the elements. Elements typically found below the mass of 0.0072 kilograms have shown a large variance from the control group. Okay, hold on. Now, things are starting to come together. This has a date, July 24th. We can find which one it is. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's 26 though. Whoops. Wait, what year? Maybe I'm in the wrong year? July 24th, 2015. These are all 2010. Oh, here we go. Oh, 2014. Keep going. 2015. No, this is where it ends. July, which is 7/24/15. We don't even get close to that. Greater levels of minor elements. Searching our archive database for prior research on abnormal levels of these chemical elements. Without related data, it would be difficult to discern what effect this subject's composition. Top one on the last page, no? You're saying this one? Oh my. Hold on. No, I was gonna say maybe I got not prawn. The date is day one here. But no. Is that one? So what? That's not even how it's coded on the other ones. Because this is the subject name. This is the lab report, so they're not going to be the same. Research development analysis of elemental test. List of minor elements, levels, and subjects. Okay, let's look at this thing some more. During preliminary scans, the subject specimen samples, our systems indicated irregular levels of minor elements. Elements typically found below the mass of 0.0072 have shown large variance from the control group. Oopsie. So what is the copper? No, aluminum is the biggest one? No, there's one of the 7. It's lithium. Lithium. We're currently searching our archive database for prior research on abnormal levels of these chemical elements. Without really, it would be difficult to discern what effect subject. So, I think the big problem, like thinking about it from an escape perspective, list of comparable data, and then this. We have to make a connection between those two. We haven't used this information at all. Further information on some lab reports listed in that file can be found in the archive using the lab report ID. I think we just got to keep pumping them in. Let's start from the bottom. Start from the bottom now we hear. 728. Wait. This is correctly formatted. All the other ones have 7 numbers. This one actually has 6, which is what the archives accept. So maybe it's this one. 72814W. No. Is there any other ones that are shorter? 23611L. Come on, baby. One, two, four, 51N. Eight three seven 19U. 837. Oops. 837 19U. That is what it was, right? Two seven three six too long. 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 1 1. This is a bummer. I guess we could try that, but like, what we're assuming if we do that is what this chart is the further out, the further over the level you are in a certain element. But we have no idea if this element here that is like off the chart for everyone, for even when you're normal, is lithium or copper. I mean, if we assume it's the top, alright, this is what we're gonna do. Snap over here, damn it. There we go. Okay. Assume all these diagrams have the same scaling. If we don't know the scaling used here, maybe it won't matter. Well, if this is copper, right, and then let's go to the bottom here. Let's say that here at the start is copper, like this, like 12 o'clock is copper. That would make halfway through this 6 o'clock down here, which should be a small number, I guess, if you're a control. So there's what, 20 elements? So what is the 10th element? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nickel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 20. Nickel, it would be 6 o'clock, which would be down at the bottom. Because that's my understanding of how these charts work. And nickel here is super low. But before it, the boron should actually be kind of high. And then selenium should also be kind of high. And then it gets really big. So basically what I'm suggesting here is if this chart matches this the way I'm describing, it should be very low right here at 6 o'clock, and then it should be big. So there should be like a V-type shape right underneath it. So this is a contender. But it doesn't fill up high up here, so that would not be, because we still have the high copper. Maybe this one? No, This is a high contender. This is a high contender. This is a really good contender right here. So I'm thinking this one because, see, it's not super high here. But like again, we don't know what these numbers are. But the numbers stay really up high. And they drop down for the 5 and the 7. No, I'm not sure. On page 11. One on page 9 and one on page 11. All right, let's try them both, I guess. We'll start with this one. We'll enter this into the archives. 358, which I think I did. 398 19 0G, I think is what it is. 358. 358 19 0G. Search. Let's also put that into this as an answer. 3. Well, I already forgot the goddamn number. Oh, you figured it out? Do you have a hint you want to give me in the chat? Oh, and M's here. Hi, M. Page 9 we were talking about. Because we're saying, see, this doesn't look right. Oh, that's page 8. Hold on. Page 9. Yeah, we're looking at this one. 827 827 631C. 631C. Actually, just copy this real quick. Control-C. There we go. Jesus. All right. Element of fragment on the BDNF of cats. Hey, cats. Oh, cats isn't here. In relation to telekinesis. To assess the effects of fragment on exposure of the brain-derived neurotopic factor, the BDNF gene of the BDNF gene of cats, along with the specimen resulting ability of psychic modified of the environment through cognitive means. 6 group of 20 cats were exposed to a variety amounts of fragments for a period of 10 seconds. 6 group. group of 20 cats. Okay. I feel like I'm doing like one of those math puzzles, like a train leaves New York. 6 groups of 20 cats. Okay, so 120 cats were exposed to varying amounts of the fragments for a period of 10 seconds, once daily for 10 days. The method, modified for use on felines, was used to prepare each group. Group 1 was exposed to 0.001, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now math. And 6 was the control group. After exposure, each specimen was placed in a clear plastic chamber. On top of each chamber was a sliding door to a smaller chamber, which contained a live mouse used as bait. The ability and speed of each specimen to open the sliding door using telekinesis was measured. Psychic cats. Meow. Don't fuck with cats. Followed the test brain tissue from all members of each group was reviewed for BDNF gene mutations, and the amount and nature of the mutations was compared to the results of the telekinesis trials. All exposed specimens had success in modifying their chamber using telekinesis, while none in the control group had success. Interesting. Actual psychic cats. The success rate of each group increased in correlation with the amount of fragments exposed, plateauing at 0.0007.5 milligrams. Group 4 and 5 maintained similar speeds during the trial. Completion times for each specimen decreased during the second and third trial, and the animals learned of their abilities. The curve was considered when the graph the results. Brain mutations in collected samples show mutations were consistently larger and more frequent in relation to the level of radiation exposure. Percentage of growth, blah, blah, blah. In previous experiments, the increased level of exposure to fragments caused a negative reaction in specimens. Exposure exceeding 0.0015 milligrams had adverse effects on both cognitive and physical well-being of the specimens. However, using the method in preparation of the species, pre-exposure appears to have halted the negative effects. However, exposure beyond that had no additional benefits to the species. Okay. Nearly all specimens have improved on their second and third attempts at telekinesis, which suggests their new skills were processed and fermented into memories, if not firmly understood. Okay. Further studies are needed to investigate the required specimen and have full control of their abilities. The purpose of this study was to access the effects of fragment exposure in telekinesis of cats and its relation to mutations with the BDNF gene. Our findings demonstrate that the correct preparation via this method, exposure to the fragment, resulted in increased telekinesis powers, or abilities, excuse me, I don't know why I said powers. Further, our study suggested that the specimens are able to gain some control of their abilities and improve with practice, although further investigations are needed to examine full control. All right. So what? The specimen used cats.
Bob's test results suggest that she was a subject to similar tests at the Rosenberg Clinic as those performed on animals by Morpho Medical. The two must have been collaborating on bone marrow experiments. We must work quickly to find the origin of the bone marrow used before Morpho is made aware of our actions.
And that's going to do it for another cryptic episode of The Black Watchmen. Will I be able to solve this underlying conspiracy? Probably not. So please subscribe so you can watch me fail more. It's really what the people want to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.